slowly opening up. Okay, very good, very nice. So, it is a small attempt and humble attempt to see that you children, because you're 12th grade and you'll be stepping out to the outside world. And yes, you know the outside world is very, very cruel, very difficult to manage, especially for those children who are brought up in this part of the world where you're all very protected, being in the shadow and protection of your parents. But the stark, naked truth of India is totally different. Some children are able to manage, maneuver and go through, but oftentimes we have seen children suffer very badly, emotionally, mentally, and a lot of instances wherein you must have heard suicidal tendencies, children going to depression, or even children taking the wrong route because they fall into some wrong trap. All these things are happening. So let us try to understand what is the cause. I'm not saying that today we are going to get answers for all your questions, but let us understand there is some hope, what we can do, and if we take to that shelter, we can be careful or we can be protected. In this regard, I just want to tell you a very, very wonderful, beautiful incident. This happens in Ramayana. In fact, a couple of days back, I shared this with my ladies' class, which I want you to tell, which I want to share with all of you because that will help you to understand what life is. In one of the recent lectures, many of you must have known about His Grace Amarendra Prabhu. In one of his lectures, he was saying, we cannot isolate ourselves, but we can insulate ourselves. Do you understand the sentence? Do you understand the meaning of the sentence? We cannot isolate ourselves, but we can insulate ourselves. What does it mean? We are in a world where we have different kinds of people. It is not that you can be away from them, but you need to be with them, amongst them. But still, how can you remain protected? How can you remain shielded? And this is what we need to learn. We cannot just run away. But in spite of all these issues, we still try to remain there, but do not deter from our path, do not give up our principles and values, but just go ahead in our life and become successful. So in this regard, we'll also be showing 2 or 3 clippings of few of our children. In fact, there are many, but I just could get about 2-3 clippings where they're going to speak to you. I've taken a video of them and we'll be showing you shortly. And we also have about 3 children with us who are invited today. Suranjana, please come. Gayatri. And I also have Madhava, I think he's busy, he'll come in a short from now. These children were born and brought up here in Krishna consciousness atmosphere. But now we see Gayatri, she did her engineering in biotechnology. She was in a hostel and she will just tell you her experience, not a big lecture, in very short few words, how life is and how we need to go through it. And we also have Suranjana, these are all my children. They've all been with me when they were small kids, like how Parikshit or Parth were their son, 3-year-old. And I'm feeling so proud about them that today they are standing tall and I feel very proud. Give them all a big hand, please. So Suranjana is pursuing her medicine. She's in her 3rd year. And here Madhava, who will be coming in a short while from now, I think he's busy with the skit. And he is doing his, he just finished his 1st year, am I right, Mataji? 1st year engineering. He was a child. In fact, I've seen, Madhava, come better. Come. No problem. Come.
That's fun of the game.
It's okay, come better. I'm so happy that you're all here today. It so happened they all had vacation, so they are here today, and I'm very fortunate to be with them. Yeah? So this is Madhava. I know him when his mother was carrying. So I know this boy. See how tall he is. So he's making us so proud. I'm so happy to give it all of them. Similarly, we have few more children, and we'll be showing the video also about them. So before I go further, let us quickly understand from them. Then I'll tell you something very, very important in life. What I was talking to you about what is isolate and insulate. Wow, Nada Shruti. She's from the celestial world. She's a Gandharvika. Her voice will take you somewhere else. She was a little late today, but if possible, we'll try to hear from her. Literally, tears will roll down from your eyes. That's the way she sings with so much of deep emotions and devotion. Okay? Hari Bol. Thank you, Radhashri. And she has got 96% in the 12th grade. 92% in the 12th grade. And all our children now, recently we had Radhika, she has got 90%, our Tulsi Gopi 90%, and our Kirashmi also 85 plus. So in this way, so what I want to tell you is, these children, don't think that these children are only singing and dancing and they're zero in their academics. No. Even she was pursuing her Bhakti Vaibhava. She has done her Bhakti Shastri, and she was just doing her Bhakti Vaibhava, but then she got so much caught up in the studies that she could not pursue, but she'll be doing it shortly. So let us quickly hear from Gayatri, then I pass it on to Suranjana, and then to Madhava. Let's hear from them, 2 minutes or maximum.
Hare Krishna.
And at the end, God willing, if time permits, and if Anantaprabhu permits, then we have a question answer session wherein you can also ask your questions to these wonderful children. Over to you.
Hare Krishna to all of you. Pranams. I would like to offer my humble obeisances to Krishna. As per Sachi Mataji's instructions, I would like to give a few points about the challenges I faced living in a hostel and how I overcame them with the help of Krishna. So the first point is that Prasadam. How many of you here like Krishna Prasadam? Raise your hands. Okay, so Prasadam is the best part of my day. But I think going to hostel, you won't be having so much of access to Prasadam. But that doesn't mean that you can't do something about it. You can always buy fruits and vegetables from outside and you can offer it to Krishna in your hostel room. And Sachi Mataji had taught me this shloka when I was small, which is Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upadhitam Ashnami Prayadagmanaha. I still carry that in my heart. So after offering the fruits to Krishna, you can always have that, and make sure that you never skip your meals because you need your energy to study and hang out with your friends. So never skip meals. Then the second point I would like to talk about is that in India, I think it's very competitive academically as well. So you can tend to get stressed, you can tend to compare yourself with other people. But always remember that Krishna has a path for you that is meant for you. So you should always have faith in Krishna. If you don't get something, it's okay. It is just not for you. You have to just follow your heart, believe in Krishna, and things will come to you that is required for you. And when I used to get scared to write exams, Sachi Mataji taught this particular shloka. You all can also sing it. Sarvasya chaham priti sannidhishto matta smritirjnanamapohanam cha vedesva sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta kritveda videva chaham. So whenever I used to chant this shloka, whenever I close my eyes, Krishna will just give me the answer. So I think that this is something that I should teach all of you. Always say the shloka and you will get the answers. Krishna will give you the remembrance. So that is the second point. And the third point is that always learn to say no. We are all devotees of Krishna and we don't know how to say no in people's faces because we all are very kind. But when you have to say no, you should say no. There will be people who are going to force you to do something that you don't want to do. Suppose they will be like, sneak your phone into the exam hall to copy, but you don't want to do that. So you should always say no to that. If they are your real friends, they will stay with you. If they are not your real friends, let them leave because Krishna is in our heart as Paramatma and he will always be your best friend. You can always talk to him. And if you're stressed, which I used to do, is that I used to go outside my hostel room, breathe some fresh air and chant. How many rounds you can, just chant. He will give you the calmness in your mind and you'll be able to think straight. So these are the few points that I carry with me in my heart because of Sachi Mataji. And any doubts you have or anything, you can always ask me. And Sachi Mataji, Ramakrishna Prabhuji, your parents, all of them are always going to be there with you. And I'm very happy that I'm still in association with all of you. That's all. I'd like to say all the best to all of you.
Hare Krishna, I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees present here. Without your mercy, I don't think I'll be able to pursue my academics with so much protection and safety from all of you. So I'd like you, right now, I think all of you are like youngsters, all social media and everything, so everyone's influenced, right? So everyone completely knows way more than me, but I'll be speaking with a little experience. Yeah. My name is Suranjana. I'm pursuing medicine in Coimbatore. I'm currently in my third year. So while entering college, it's definitely going to be a very exciting new experience for all of you all. Hostel, one of the things is lot of freedom. You guys are getting a lot of freedom. One thing I want to tell you is don't take advantage of the freedom. Okay? So the few points that I have carried through my hostel life and I'm still carrying through this. First thing, once you enter India, it's a completely new space, a new country, a new lifestyle. You won't be having your parents. You won't be having Sachi Mataji and Ramakrishna Prabhu to guide you. You'll be all alone by yourself. The only person, the only one who will be with you is Krishna. There's nobody else. You have to completely trust Krishna and give everything to him. He's going to guide you through really well. So what are the things is, once you enter college, you will have first make good group of friends. By Krishna's mercy, I feel like you all already know how the world is. You're very protected, like Mataji told, you're in a very protected environment here. So it'll be hard to go and survive in a new country, right? I mean, not new country, India, but still, people are going to be they're going to be very nice. They will be nice people, but judgment, a lot of judgment. So you will have emotional struggles. People are very competitive back in India. So the academic pressure is going to really rise. So please keep in mind about all that. You all are high achievers here. I know everyone can study. Krishna's mercy, everyone does really well in school. And after you go to India, definitely you're going to take your academics with you too. But don't get stressed. First thing, do not get stressed. Whatever it is, you get stressed, your parents are always there with you. Anything, go to them. Lord Krishna, any problems you have, like Gayatri told, you can tell Krishna. He's going to always help you out. And one important thing is, now the new trend in college students is this, I'm going to be very raw, drugs, alcohol, smoking, and many new kind of things have come up, right? Even in schools, it's very common. And in India, you won't be having your parents along with you. So, you're going to get more exposed to all of it. So make sure we have been brought up in such a nice environment with full devotion. Do not get into the wrong path. I know you all will not get into the wrong path, but your friends, because of peer pressure, you might. So just keep that in mind. Whatever you do, Krishna is always watching you. And you know what is right and what is wrong. And whenever you feel stressed or whenever you don't feel like, no, I don't think I'm capable enough, just remember the Lord. Just chant. Chant, chant, chant. The only thing for our Kali Yuga is Harinama. Can we all say Hare Krishna together? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. Anything? Harinama.
Hare Krishna everyone, my name is Gautam Dinesh. my senior two sisters have already covered most of the points that I wanted to say. The only thing that I would like to add is that when you go to college, you cannot do everything by yourself, right? Because there is a saying that you are the average of the 5 people you interact with the most. So association is the most important. Even if you think, when I go to college, I'll chant every day, I'll only eat prasadam, I won't do bad things. If you're alone, it's very easy to revert. But if you have devotees close by, then it is very easy to strengthen yourself. So association is very important. And so you can join your nearby temple's youth group and attend various events. Make sure at least once a week you attend the aartis. Mangalarti might not be possible, so in the evening you can go with your friends for Sandhya Aarti and then stay till the night, have prasadam and come back to college. And also obviously try to find friends in college who are devotees. If not, try to make a good friend circle. Don't try to make everyone friends because there will be people who might try to exploit you and try to entice you into doing a lot of bad things. So try to obviously keep them away, as my senior sisters have said. So yeah, the association is the only part, because if you are close to people who are devotees, they will make sure that you are doing everything right, and you will have the association, so you can interact with them, you can talk with them, you can ask advice. So that's it. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri, Suranjana and Madhava. We'll also see a quick clipping. Prabhu, are you ready to show the quick clipping? The video clipping? Yes, beta, you may take a seat. Haribol, you will know what to do now. Ashwin, listen. Just now you heard your sisters and brother, right? There's some activity that's going to have, and you'll be doing it. Yes, Prabhu? Okay, now you may get confused. What is this? Is it a student or who it is?
Housework, right?
Dalakshmi Mataji is a senior congregation member who was with us,
he loses his balance.
and she's just giving her blessings to all of you.
And again he tried. Again he fell down. Again he is trying getting up. Likewise, everyone in your group put their endeavors. So it is very important that how do we use our time every day and every moment. You must use your time very, very precisely. Okay. Then see, a boy, a man is cycling. Suddenly we find that there is a road going up. So what he will do? He will not get down from the cycle, but he will pedal more.
Okay, basically what I want to use next. Mataji is trying to give us advice, blessings to all of you, and she's giving some takeaway points. Here we have a rope. Very successful. Let me introduce them before. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, here we find two of my other children, Rohil and Varshil. The one on my, if you see on my left is Rohil, the other one, his brother is Varshil. Rohil is a very, very successful chartered accountant. He is working in a very prestigious company back in Mumbai. And we have Varshil, who is working for Oracle. He's done his engineering and he's now going to pursue his higher studies. So let's hear from them as well.
All the very best for your journey and jumping in India. Make sure you are very focused on your goals and do not get distracted. Your life will be filled with ups and downs, but always keep your parents Sachi Mataji and Ramakrishna Prabhuji's teachings in mind. Remember, your parents are your best friends. Never hesitate in sharing anything with them. Live your life to the fullest. This world is a very beautiful place. But remember one thing, stay connected to your roots, teachings and upbringing. Hare Krishna. All the very best.
Hey Krishna, I'm Nikita and I'm here to share a few words about my journey away from home. I started this journey after my 12th grade.
She's
Away
Nikita.
from my studies.
She finished
And
her
it's been
engineering
an exciting
graduation
journey since then.
and now she's
There have
working in a very
always been a lot
prestigious
of
company in
ups and
Chennai.
downs, challenges, obstacles, and a lot of happy moments in this journey. The only constant that I see is the Lord. The Lord has always been there for me, and He has shown me the path on which I can trust, believe, and move further on. Chanting has been my escape from this world. It has given me the time to believe in myself and stay rooted. One thing I would like to tell all of you is that believe in the Lord and He will never leave by your side. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Aditi and I moved to college in Gujarat, India less than a year ago after my school.
She is Aditi, she is doing her medicine in Gujarat. She is also my lovely child, a great kirtaniya and dancer.
And it was a huge change. It was very overwhelming. The weather, like the people here, food, where I'm living, everything changed. And most importantly, I was away from my family. And so in the beginning, it was very overwhelming. It was pretty difficult actually. But then slowly, I found my rhythm. I made new friends, and they really helped me settle in here. And what helped to make friends was just to stay open-minded and just like get out of my comfort zone. I'm an introvert, but then I got out of my comfort zone by just trying to talk to as many people as I can. And like that, I made my own group of friends, and they really helped me settle down. Especially since I'm living in a hostel, you need your group of friends. And moreover, just like we had a really good Shankrishna community back at home. So even here, just in the morning before going to college, saying the Narsimha, just praying or taking like 5 minutes to chant every day helps like to help keep me grounded and just remind me back of home. And there were many challenges here, like feeling homesickness, like not fitting in exactly because yeah, I am an NRI. And also MBBS course is challenging as it is. So to help me all through that, I had the support of my parents, my brother, my family, all my friends, and also back home in UAE, I was very lucky to have the support of Ramakrishna Sachi Mataji. And here in Gujarat, I reconnected with Manandra and Dhanakshi Mataji, who gave like the emotional support for me. So those really helped me. And so to anybody who is going to India or going to new places for your college journey, all the best. It gets better. Initially it's really hard, but just stay open-minded. Hare Krishna.
And I have
The common point which all of them were saying is association.
okay. Association.
I think the other common point was key. You should keep your parents close. You should always consider them your best friends and value their teachings.
Haribol, wonderful. Niranjan said it is. Niranjan said it's association, and you are. Let me get your name. Daksh. Daksh says it is being close to parents and keeping them close to your heart and opening up to them, right? Yeah, because they are your best well-wishers. Nobody else can think best for you. Yeah, wonderful. Any girls in here? Yes, Yashmi.
Mataji, the other common thing I felt like they all said was having a connection with Krishna. Any problems, so you can go to Krishna and share your feelings. So yeah.
Haribol, wonderful. Stay rooted, stay grounded, be close to Krishna. Keep Krishna in your hearts. Yes, Atharva. Atharva, yes.
Always. Always have support for like emotional support or family and all.
You have to go to whom for emotional support?
Krishna and family.
Haribol, to Krishna and to family. Wonderful, Haribol. Girls, to say something. Yes, Anishka. Guruji, give it to Anishka. Vijayda Mata, you can take it. For the girls, you can take it around and Neeraj Prabhu, you can take for the boys.
The common point was that you should always have faith in Krishna and keep chanting.
Haribol, wonderful. Have faith in Krishna. Wonderful. Anybody else? Anything else? Take away. Haribol, this one little one is saying something. What do you want to say later? What do you want to say? Yes? Ask her. She wants to say something maybe. Give it to her. What do you want to say? Give it to her. Give it to her. She wants to say something.
Krishna is my best friend.
Haribol! So we heard
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Should we give a gift to the child, please? What's your good name? What's your name, beta? Utvika. Hare Krishna. She deserves the prize. Let's be her prize on the spot. Hare Krishna. So, one important point that came out from the whole discussion of what you heard. Haribol, please relax. What you got is stay rooted, stay connected, keep your values intact, keep your parents close to your heart, and listen to them. Sometimes, now we come to certain points where I think you can relate yourself. Yeah? And before I go with my presentation or to show you something, you all have your small papers, right? Okay. I want you to quickly. Okay. Actually, I was talking something about isolate and insulate, right? Let me tell you that incident. Prabhu in his lecture was saying this sentence, we cannot isolate but we can insulate. And that went very deep into my heart and I was just contemplating. Then I came across a wonderful, beautiful incident in the Ramayana, which I want all of you to hear. It so happens that this is a time when Mother Sita has given birth to her children, Rama and Kush. And Rama and Kush are growing up very nicely. But those children were quite naughty. So in the same ashram, there was another child who was a little older than Lava and Kush. His name was Shandilya. And this boy used to keep bullying Lava and Kush. Now, after you listen, you children are going to tell me the lessons. So listen very carefully to what I'm saying. Okay? So, because you can take it, it's very close to your heart and this happens. So this elder boy, Shandilya, was bullying these two boys. So, one day, the Shandilya, he says that, and because he was an elder boy, he was also given the responsibility to teach the younger boys how to, archery, okay? How to do the archery. So he had, you have those round boards, right? Wherein you have to aim and to go and hit the bull's eye. So all the young boys was lined up and Lava and Kush were also there in that. And when he said right, and then the boys shoot, and they could hit, both Lava and Kush could hit the bull's eye. Then this boy, Shandilya, he says, oh, what's a great day. There's nothing much. What I want you to do is, he had put 3 pots, and these pots were oscillating. He made them, they were moving like a pendulum, and he says, now you have to hit that pot, which is moving around. So then Kush, he aims, and he breaks one pot. Then again the Shandilya says, see, this is not something great. What I want you to do is, you have to break all the 3 pots and with one single arrow. And all the 3 pots are moving. So then, Love, what he does, he comes to one side and he takes an aim and ensures that all the 3 pots on one side and he tries to aim. Then the Chandilya, he says, no, you cannot do like that. You come in front, you cannot take that aim, but you have to stand and then take the aim and shoot the arrow, break all the pots. But all the pots are in different directions. It is so difficult to aim with one arrow and break all of them. So, Love, what he does, he's meditating. By the time his mother has already taught about the importance of Lord Rama, the importance, the power that the name Ram had. So this boy, what he does, he writes the name Sri Ram on the tip of the arrow, and then he aims, thinking, meditating on the Lord. Then what happens? All the 3 pots break Not only that, how many other pots were there in the entire ashram? All the pots break. And the pots were filled with water and all the water is flowing. Then the ashram vasis became very much upset. And they all come and to complain to Mother Sita. They say, your boys have become very, very naughty. They complain, so Mother Sita is very much aggrieved, and she says, see, is this the way you're going to, so the only way, the punishment for you is, you are going to fill up water, fetch water from the river, and you're going to fill up all the pots in the ashram. But where are the pots? There are no pots at all. Then they had to go to the potter, bring the pots, and then they had to go to the river to fetch the water. But by the time it had become a little dark. But then mother was very, very strict on the children. So she said, no way, you are going to bring the water and fill for the ashram vasis, the required water. So these children, they go. But at that time, there is one asura named Sahasramukha Ravana. So he's just waiting how to ensure that there is no Rama Rajya established. So he's going there, and actually when the children are inside the ashrama, the evil spirits, nothing can even make any impact. But as soon as the children, they go out, then they could feel that there is something which is overpowering them. And the children go there to fetch the water, but while they are coming, because Sahasramukha Ravana makes a plan that when the children are out, I will take away the children, and in this way, in search of the children, Mother Sita will come. And then he had different plans how to completely vanquish Ramaraja. He did not want to establish that. So, but when the children come, then Lava is little smarter than Kush. He says, let us keep chanting Lord Ram's name, and they keep on chanting Ram, 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 and those evil spirits cannot make any impact on them, and the children, they come back home safely. But then one round of filling water will not be sufficient. So many pots to be filled. So his mother says, now you have to go again and fetch the water. So again the children go. At that time, Lava and Kush are immediately able to make out. As soon as they step out of the the ashram, they are able to see that there is some evil spirit which is overpowering them. So what the boy does, he takes a pot and he makes 2 holes, Love. And he puts the pot. How? It is exactly like how you make a face mask. So there are 2 eyes like that he makes, and then he writes Ram. And then he puts on both of them, they put on that pot, and then they go to fetch the water. And in this way, they do it, and the evil spirits are not able to touch them at all. And now you tell me. So what I was trying to understand from this story was not told by Prabhu, but I could relate when he said, you cannot be isolated, but you can insulate. That means what? The name Lord Ram was the insulation. They had to carry out the orders of the mother. There was no choice. They had to do that because they had done this activity. So this was the punishment. So the children, they endured it. They had to go out in the dark night. The Asura was sitting there, but in spite of that, there was no impact of them. Why? Because they had the shield of the Supreme Lord's name. It acted like a kavach. So the point being told here is, all of you are also tomorrow going to step out into this world. And it is not possible, like you all just know heard, you cannot isolate yourself, but definitely you can insulate. You can put on that kavacha so that there is nothing which really touches you. So, are you all clear? Do you all understand the point, what I'm trying to say? How you can save yourself, how you can be protected. So, being connected with Krishna is the only means. Now you may say how it is possible. Now with very few couple of slides, I would like to take you through quickly how to understand these aspects. Yeah? So, there will be some activity now. So, Neeraj Prabhu and Vijay Mata, please, I want you to be on your toes to collect the sheets as and when I tell you. So, what I want to do is, okay. In one word, can I have the clock please, because I want timer. It's not that it take you ages to write your answers. In one word, can you tell me, how are you feeling today? quickly write in your sheets. The small papers, what I give you. Is there somebody who did not get the small sheets? Children who are 7th and above. 7th and above will take part. You are 7th and above? What should be the children who don't have? Gopal wants to participate? Quickly write. No, don't have to write the name for it. It's fine. They can also write out. All done? In one word, just write how are you feeling today? Can I have an answer, please? Excited. Missing. What you missing? Excellent. Excellent. Happy. Very fine. Excited. Super. Very nice. Can I have something from the girls also? Amazing. We have to give all these spellings inside the pack. Inside the cover, which I've given you. Okay, the next question to you. The next question to you. Eager? Okay. Mataji, take some time to read it. Take it with you. No, you don't need to read. You just read something different. Take it with you. So it's happy, great, associated. I feel associated. How I feel today? Blessed. Okay, fine. Let's go next question. Listen to me very carefully. If you could swap places with any person, listen to me very carefully. If you were given the option to swap places with any person, past or present for a day, who would it be? Yes, for a day. I repeat my question. If you were given the choice to swap places with one person, past or present, for a day, who would it be? Sujan, yes, you are ready? Probably correct answer first. Correct answer sheet, please. Past, present, anything you can become Lord Krishna also. You can become Radharani also. Right. Gopakumar, you want to become Gopakumar? Krishna's friend. Okay. Abhimanyu, he wants to become Abhimanyu. Somebody wants to become Shivkumar. Wow, exciting, super answer. Anant Ambani.
Now getting some other wonderful responses from the girls here. They are saying,
Practical answer.
my Krishna or my parent. Another one is saying Arjuna. Another one is saying my sister. And someone else says Lakshman.
Krishna's cow. Okay, Krishna's cow. Anant Ambani, Arjuna. Wow, very nice. Swap places. Okay, somebody says Shri Prabhupada. Somebody says Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Somebody wants to become Max Verstappen F1 driver. What is
The girls here say it would be my sister. And someone says Radha.
Shri Prabhupada.
Someone says Gopal.
Somebody says Narendra Modi.
I would like to go back to my baby days. And someone says Ram.
Somebody says Nita Ambani.
Madhumangal. My best friend.
Somebody says Ram.
Alankrit Anna. My sister. Krishna and Radharani's Sakhis.
Okay, Krishna's calf or
And someone is saying Achyuta Mataji. Radharani. My grandmother. And Prabhupada.
Okay, let's go to next one. Please let me know. Let me know. Please be attentive and let me know. What is something the world tells you will make you happy? Listen to me very carefully. What is that something the world tells you will make you happy, but deep down you're not sure it's true? Got my question? What is something the world tells you will make you happy, but deep down you are not sure it's true? Say for example, to make it easy for you, see, somebody tells me you're Miss Universe to make me happy, okay? But I know that I cannot be Miss Universe. You got to find point what I'm trying to say? Something like that. Did you get my question? So please write this. Please write an answer for this.
So here's some the girls are saying, the world is telling us that your happiness is in intoxication.
Very good.
Wow. And the world is saying it's in money. And someone else is saying chanting for Krishna. And someone else is saying about peace.
And here somebody says, his friend says, I'm good at football. Somebody says,
The world says it is the fame. It is beauty. It's money and money.
See, this is nice. Somebody says, not studying constantly.
The world is saying to this particular wonderful girl, पैसा पैसा आया, लोग बोलते हैं, आनंद अति आया, पर मुझे पता नहीं है. Someone else is saying, friends, money, the lottery prize, fame and beauty, humble, scoring good in exams, no, never.
Okay,
Money scoring a good
Hari
marks.
Bol, let's go to next one. Let's go to next activity, please. So, thank you. So, what we'll explore today is, Hare Krishna, are you all settled? What we'll explore today is how the Bhagavad Gita and the wisdom of the Vedas gives a very different and a much deeper answer to happiness, purpose and peace. Somebody was trying to make you happy, right? Somebody allured you and you felt you can become something like that. Somebody wanted to become Narendra Modi, somebody wanted to become a F1 driver, all these things, right? And you felt that was purpose in your life. And you felt that you'll get peace. But what is Bhagavad Gita going to tell us? So let's go on this journey together. Not to just find answers, but to ask better questions. And to hear what Krishna himself says about our struggles, dreams and deepest desires. So let's go now. So what I want to say is, you may ask two questions anytime. No answer is the answer. And it is your day and it is your time and we are there for you. Okay? So, can I have this slide please? Yeah. This is a statistics. I'm not going to read out the whole thing, but just read for yourself. Because we have to be very quick on our time, so I'm not going to read it for you. As you can see from here, this is the kind of research done, a psychological based by psychologists, and they've come out the strengths and weaknesses of the youth of today. How many of you say yes to it? Yes or no? Are you all fine? You are curious, open to new ideas. Technologically still yes, even till now, I cannot download a single app. I need to go to my son. It's a fact. Okay? Emotionally expressive, you tell what you want, you don't suppress. Spiritually inquisitive, if guided right. And you're all quick learners, very, very smart. Empathetic and socially aware. But on the other side, we say that you're easily distracted, you have very low attention span. That's why we say you read for 10 minutes and you want to go around one chakkar and then you sit. You cannot sit continuously for 1 hour or 2 hours because you cannot concentrate for a longer time.
Like our Sidhu.
Then you are very much over-dependent on devices and social media. It's very sad to say, I'm sorry to say this, when we were studying, we never had internet, nothing, and we used to have lots and lots of books, sit in the library and make notes of our own. But here we see children just go to these Googles, they cut and paste and put it, and all of you are all very good when it comes to speaking. But even if I asked you to write one single sentence, I will find hundreds and thousands of grammatical mistakes and spelling errors. I can vouch for that. Not a single child is competent because you are so much dependent, you don't even try to learn anything like the grammar because you put it in Google and you get everything. So you never tend to learn on your own. So that is something you're overly dependent. Emotionally vulnerable and very impulsive. You don't think about the pros and cons. Easily influenced by peer pressure. You're not able to hold on to yourself, to your values. And you really lack patience and resilience. And most of the children I've seen, they have struggled with identity. And many of them have no confidence. These are some of the strengths and weaknesses. I'm not telling this. This is the research done by the psychologists and they have come with this. Next slide, please. The challenges that you face today. Pressure to excel, fear of failure, because you don't want to say that I lost something. You always feel that you have to succeed. You should also know that there are failures in life. Breakdowns, loneliness, misunderstanding, disconnection, unrealistic expectations, and toxic comparison, addiction, identity confusion. And many of the children, especially when we were small, right from grade 5, 6, we were knowing what we want to do. But now, the day children now, even when you come to grade 12, they don't know what they want to do in future. They're still thinking, I'm thinking Mataji, say, what do you want to become? They don't know what to become. So they lack of clarity and they have anxiety about the future. And this is all because of absence of connection to higher meaning or values. Next slide, please. And we also, the studies also show the causes of mental health issues, depression and suicidal tendencies. And what are the causes, major causes? Not knowing who they truly are beyond roles and labels, constant overstimulation, mental fatigue and anxiety, comparison of culture, emotional suppression. They feel they're not being heard or emotionally validated, and they don't have a spiritual anchor, leading to existential despair and more online connections and fewer real relationships. So these are the reasons why most of the youth are getting into this kind of a state. Now you can close, you can you can stop for a while. Now please take, just write any 2 labels what the others use for you. For instance, I'll give an example, maybe you will not understand. You have to write what others say about you. Sometimes they may say, oh, nachani hai wo. What, you know what is nachani? Too proud. Something like that. Har ek ke liye we each of nicknames, right? Depending on some inherent way of the way they behave or the way their mannerisms, something like that rahega na. So they may give some nicknames. So please write down quickly in your papers 2 names, 2 labels which others use for you. 2 labels. It could be plus or it could be minus. Somebody may say you're very beautiful, somebody may say you're very ugly, somebody may say you're fat, somebody may say you're thin, somebody may say you're Mr. Universe, somebody may say you're Miss Universe. It could be anything. It could be positive, it could be negative. Please write 2 labels that others use for you. Quickly, please.
Some lost and found. Somebody has lost keys. It has a Switzerland badge
with a Switzerland cow's bell. Is that yours? $100, please. It's better than not going to home, isn't it? Please come.
Haribol, quickly, can I have the sheets, please? That's small, Prabhuji, give these papers. Give these papers, Haribol, use these kind of props, not there in the book. Use these kind of sheets, please. Haribol. Okay. Hare Krishna. Haribol, can I have it please? Quickly. It's done? Okay, done. This exercise is done, please. Last. Mataji, take this sheet. Done. Time is up, please. Time is up. Haribol, time is up. Mataji, can you give that to Mataji? Mataji, give all the sheets to Mataji.
Time of place here.
Don't put it there. Just give it to her. Give all the papers to her. Give all the sheets to her. Hare Krishna. Haribol, this exercise is done. Please. Okay, Mataji. Can somebody
Prabhuji, डॉक्टर साहब इनको बोलो इनकी लाइव टेलीकास्ट हो रहा है उनको बोलो उनका लाइव टेलीकास्ट हो रहा है
Tear all the papers and put it in that. Tear all the papers and put it in that. Yes. Prabhuji, yes. Put on your video, please. Haribol, what I want to say here, these are all your externals. What matters is your inner self, the soul. Prabhu, can you please take them through?
Hare Krishna.
So the real me is beyond names and labels. You are not your body, gender, marks or mistakes. The soul is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss, and self-realization is the real freedom. Prabhu, can you say about...
This is exactly what Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. When Arjuna was in a complete confusion, looking totally to the externals, he had lost himself. So therefore it is very important to know the externals are meant to mislead us. So whenever we have any kind of an identity with respect to the externals, we always become cheated. So stay rooted to your internals. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Dehino yasmin yatha dehe. You understand that you are actually inside this body. And you undergo the change in the phases. Kaumaram yavvanam jara. And therefore, at the end of this change of phase, you actually quit this body and again re-enter into another body. But you have never changed. So unless and until you are strongly rooted to yourself, anything that is externally located with you will always be a misleading experience. So it's not that somebody has coined you with all those different phrases which you have put yourself. They have just done this to your body and not to you. So when you are strongly rooted, anchored to this point, any kind of such type of a experience you may undergo, you will never be disturbed. That's the essence.
Haribol. So we go to next activity. Please write down in your sheet. Can you please close it? please write, for 2 minutes close your eyes, not 2 minutes, sorry, say for a fraction of a second or 2-3 seconds. And please write how you feel the weather. Is it, when you close your eyes, how do you find the weather? Is it sunny, rainy, stormy, foggy? How do you feel? Close for a few seconds and please write down how do you feel the weather today. Quick please. Just 30 seconds to think and 30 seconds to write. Do you find it sunny? Do you find it rainy? Do you find it stormy? Do you find it foggy? Do you find it partly cloudy? Very good. Done? Okay, somebody says, Hare Krishna, I don't want any crosstalk. You have just write your answer and give. Inside cold, outside hot, killing heat, cooked. Rainy, dark, hot, very black, because I cannot see anything with my eyes closed. Cold, hot breeze, sun, very hot. Okay. Raining at night in the fields.
When my eyes are closed, I see darkness. But since I am sitting in AC, it feels cold.
Cold inside, hot outside.
It's drizzling, and I see rainbows, mostly no clouds, all with closed eyes. I feel the weather pleasant and warm.
Fine. Okay, let's stop that. That's fine. Thank you for answering the question. Most of your answers. That's very good. While we can't change the weather outside, we can change our inner weather. You got it? While you don't have control to change the weather outside, but we can change our inner weather. And this is what Bhagavad Gita teaches us. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can you please take us through that? 6.5 and 6.6. Bhagavad Gita, it says, balance in chaos, stress and emotions, peace amid pressure, Gita's secret to inner balance. And the verse is 6.5. Mind can be your friend or enemy. Balance comes from spiritual practice. Daily habits, mantras and gratitude calm the chaos.
Lord Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, which is titled as the Dhyana Yoga, specifically tells this point, how to remain in an equipoised life amidst variety of pressures that one can come into. But actually what makes the difference? How do you respond to it? And most of the time the response is mental. Therefore, mind plays a very big role in any activity that we do. So Krishna says that by making the mind your best